So let me come now, Mr. Speaker, and talk about disinformation. Democracies across the world are facing a growing threat from disinformation and manipulation, which can undermine the integrity of our democratic processes and erode trust in our institutions. In Jamaica, we have come a long way working together to ensure that elections are fair and free from fear. To safeguard those gains, Mr. Speaker, we must facilitate collaboration between governments, civil society, and tech platforms to protect our citizens from false narratives and propaganda. This includes promoting fact-based reporting, regulating political advertising, and educating citizens on identifying and resisting disinformation. I am also concerned Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I pondered long and hard about including this aspect. But the truth is, I cannot ignore public utterances by ministers of government and members in this very parliament. And therefore, my conscience calls me to speak about it in this House. Mr. Speaker, in this very House, we have had members of Parliament thank their social media warriors for work they have done on their behalf. And don't get me wrong, I believe that good work needs to be lauded. But can you imagine my surprise when I heard amongst the names of individuals being congratulated, an individual who has been at the forefront of spreading lies and engaging in a campaign of destruction to damage the reputation of colleagues. It is equally disturbing, Mr. Speaker, when the basis of those lies and personal attacks are rooted in, let's say, speculation about who my father is or was. For the record of the curious, my father is a 96-year-old Jamaican who is alive and well. And at his ripe old age, he can proclaim that he has never been inside a police station or a courthouse, nor has he ever been under investigation at any point in his entire life. But let's say, Mr. Speaker, that my father was a criminal. Does that automatically make me a criminal? Shouldn't my actions as a committed Jamaican speak for me? I say that it should. And I believe, Mr. Speaker, that far too many individuals have leashed campaigns against their political opponents that are based on nothing but fabrication and almost with malice aforethought. It is equally disturbing if the basis of these lies and personal attacks are... No, I'm sorry, I got lost for a moment. Mr. Speaker, now more than ever, we need to safeguard the truth and prevent manipulation of the public and the deliberate use of disinformation. This is a threat to all of us as we serve with our own conscience as our guide. So, Mr. Speaker, any member of the government, repeats a story that is aimed at causing confusion and distorting the truth, we should all be worried. Any member of the House, absolutely. And even worse if it is a minister of government. Recently, many have been left to ponder as misinformation deflected other important national issues. We all know that Mark Golding, like many others in this parliament, is both Jamaican and a Commonwealth or British citizen. We know, as is permitted by the current Constitution of Jamaica. And this has caught none of us by surprise. To continue to carry that story, Mr. Speaker, that he has done something wrong is dishonest. To continue to push this story for cheap political gain is despicable. The time is now for parliamentarians to live up to being an honorable member of this House. The contribution of a patriotic Jamaican, born and bred Jamaican, like the member from South St. Andrew, should never be diminished because of who his father is, especially when that father has left an impressive legacy of service to Jamaica. Nor should he be vilified by unscrupulous individuals seeking to score cheap political points by engaging in pedestrian politics for self-aggrandizement. For the record of the curious, don't pay no mind. For the record of the curious, Mr. Speaker, the member from South St. Andrew, his father, Dr. Sir John Golding, is not related to any slave owner. Full stop. Go do your homework and remember.
Member, your time has been spent.
I'm wrapping up, Mr. Speaker.
2 minutes.
I'm wrapping up. Mr. Speaker.
House Leader.
2 minutes.
So, Mr. Speaker, the members assured us that she's absolutely wrapping up in 5 minutes max. Yes. May it please you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, God.
Member, you have 3 minutes in
Thank
which
you, Mr.
to
Speaker.
wrap up.
Mr. Speaker, I ask members in this House and elsewhere to go do their homework. And I remind them that searching for David Cohen is like trying to find John Brown. And I leave that there. Mr. Speaker, allow me to end by saying a little bit, just a few of the commitments that the next PNP government is making to the people of Jamaica. The next PNP government, led by Mark Jefferson Golding, will engage in effective public awareness, public engagement, and public education to ensure that there is transparency with the people of Jamaica and in the diaspora about the work of the foreign ministry.